Hecate honors us!
Glorious dark magic!
Our sorceresses are at work!
Our sorcery is majestic!
Behold, true power! Hecate honors us!
Glorious dark magic! Our sorceresses are at work!
Our sorcery is majestic!
Behold, true power!
Hecate honors us!
Glorious dark magic!
Our sorceresses are at work!
All right, welcome back to the Malekith campaign. This is kind of an interesting one. We're turn 82, and we've kind of expanded and then contracted a little bit again, and hopefully we're on our way back to expanding again here over hopefully maybe even as early as this episode, but hopefully in the next few turns, because I have some hopes of being able to gain ground over here. Just a really quick recap here. We made peace in the last episode with Valkia up there, which has kind of freed up our ability to bring some of our armies down here and confront our enemies down here in the south, which we will get into in a moment. Now, for anyone new, these campaigns are intended to do away with the steamrolling of vanilla and turn the game into a proper Total War experience. And so we're doing that with a combination of some of the mods that we're using, which do things like slowing down campaign movement and replenishment and strengthening garrisons. I'm not going to go through all of the different mods, but you can see a full list in the description. And then we're also thematically and sort of playstyle-wise trying to play in a more realistic and thematic way as well. So anyway, the economy is continuing to be a big problem for us. We're going to open up this episode with a battle down here, I think. They may retreat. Maybe they might even be able to somehow escape combat entirely this, this turn. But I think they're not going to retreat. I think we have a pretty good chance here of being able to get them. They do have 4 armies. Now, we do know that Torox himself has an army right here in hidden encampment stance. So we have to be very careful about getting too close to that. And one thing I did want to make a note of here is, okay, he is not at war with the this rogue army that we're at war with here, this Bernhoff's Brigands. Unfortunately, they are only at war with us. And what that means is if they do choose to retreat, then we may not be able to pursue them at all because an ambush would pop up. So the other thing I don't really understand is when I hover over that army right there, like I've got this army up here selected. When I hover over this army, it looks like it's going to be reinforced by, of course, Kurt von Stroll here, which is expected, but it really looks like we're reinforcing. We talked about this at the tail end of the last episode. It looks like we're going to reinforce it from our settlement here as well, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's pretty daggone far away. So I don't know about that. Before we jump into it, before we try it out, though, the other thing I did want to point out is I still haven't decided yet what to do about these 2 armies. We could push eastward and try to bail out Harganeth because they are seriously getting their butts kicked by Sigvald right now, so that's certainly a possibility. Or we might want to just kind of throw everything that we've got down here towards Torox and Elithanar. That I hovered over the drowned here. That's actually Solastra, but Elithanar up there and over here. If we could wipe out Elithanar completely, that would be very, very good. So would the same thing with Torox. So it might make more sense for us to try to focus all of our armies on a single enemy, or at least the majority of our armies, rather than 2 armies up here and 2 down here. And then our Black Arcs, of course, are really good on defending the ports, but they're not so good at situations like this right now. What I really want to be able to do with them is get them where they're actually doing raiding of coastal cities, but it's complicated right now. So first things first, we need to take you, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this army right here of Turin, and we're going to try to make this attack. Actually, I think what I might do is I might try to make the attack here with Larian and see for sure what happens. Now, if this army really is this Black Arc, if this Black Arc really is going to reinforce the battle, they're definitely going to retreat. I could attack this one, which would mean all of those units plus all of these units plus him in a battle.
What?
Yeah, we can reach it. That might be the way to go, honestly. Oof, this is a little tricky. Although, if they do retreat, the question is how far would they retreat? We just got to be careful about Torox right down here. And he's, like, where he's located, I feel comfortable attacking this army right up here, but I don't feel comfortable, honestly, I don't think, going any farther than that, even. And if I do go in there, I want to fight the battle, because otherwise I get caught here in a territory where I'm going to be suffering attrition. Oh boy, okay, and we don't have the benefit of a stance which protects us from attrition. So what we got to do is we've got to
What do you seek?
make this first attack count. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to attack
I'll ignore that.
these two armies.
All-powerful sorceress.
How on earth am I going to do this? Okay. I think maybe I'll attack right here, and I'm going to do, instead of controlling large army, I'll attack single stack against single army.
Absolutely not. I will not obey.
No, I don't know.
Dreadlord
Okay.
of Nagaroth.
Let's move you to here.
Ever onward.
And you...
Lord of
Okay,
the
you're
Black
not even
Horde.
close enough.
Dark sorceress.
Yikes.
I approve of these dark.
If I attack right there, everybody gets involved. If I attack right there, this army does not get
Peerless.
involved.
Cruel and deadly.
Okay, we're going to go ahead,
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
and we're at 19%. I'm gonna attack that army right there. Okay, so it's gonna be two stacks, our stack of 19 here,
Black-hearted.
plus whatever exactly that other yellow line is, compared to
No one can stop.
their 20
Not likely.
plus 18 plus 1. Okay, so 39 against 38. And this army can just sit this one out. Okay, that's fine with me. Let's see if this works. I don't love that they are going to be getting the benefit of... Nope, never mind. They're not getting any benefits from that encampment stance. I thought they'd get a leadership melee defense bonus, but they don't. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this and kind of hope that they don't retreat before I do. Sorry about this. I keep second guessing myself here. I just want to make sure that we've got magic items. Outrider's handgun, is there? You've already got Crimson Death, so that's fine. Ancillaries, anything here that I should be giving you? No, okay. Alright, let's try this. Fingers crossed that this works.
I serve the king.
They're retreating anyway! I thought they'd fight us. Okay, well. Now what? Now what you gonna do, Michael? I guess I'm gonna have to attack right here. He's gonna retreat.
None shall live.
But now hopefully,
Lord of fear,
if I put you in march stance,
I shall not rest.
you can still reach. Alright, well we're gonna get one tiny little fight out of this, unfortunately. That's not great. That's not what I wanted, for sure. And we're gonna be vulnerable to being attacked
Slaughter awaits.
by these three.
Not likely.
You know what? I don't need you.
Noble
Oh, I've already
lord.
put you in march stance.
Who seeks
Oh, that
me?
was a mistake.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Sorceress of the
Oh,
Dark
that was a mistake. I
Convent.
shouldn't have done that.
Dreadlord.
All right,
of
well, it is what it
Nagaroth.
is. You're gonna come up here now.
Behold.
We're gonna attack
truth.
this. We're gonna take care of one lord. Is there any? I don't think there's any reason to. This is about as overwhelming as it gets. Hopefully, we don't suffer any casualties.
May their death be slow.
Yeah, we lost 0. Okay, that's good. All right, that's the rare kind of auto resolve that I will actually do.
Cain honors me.
We didn't even get any money or anything out of it. That is so lame. And you,
Ah,
I need you
hear their
to try to get away. Are they going to be able to reach you up there?
I refuse.
Probably so.
dark
Probably
seals.
so.
The portents are good.
They're going to attack us
But
with...
Sigma, no.
No.
38. They're going to attack
I
us
will
with
not
43
obey.
units, which means you now.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
We need you down here to reinforce.
Chosen
You,
of
if we
Hecate.
put you,
No rest.
we can get you up into
Taking
Nagaland.
control.
Actually, that
What
might
is
be
your
farther than
dark
I needed to
purpose?
move you. Okay, you got one loyalty out of it at least. Let's move you to here.
Searching.
Did not want to have to use this army for this purpose, but we cannot allow them to attack us up
I'll
here
ignore that.
with just, you know, all of these armies against him,
Lord of the
or
Black
even
Horde.
against him plus her.
Feel my power.
Okay, now you.
Malevolent Lord.
I don't
What now?
I don't know. Can we actually reinforce? If I move you to here,
Plotting a course.
and then I move you to here,
Feared by all.
he will not reinforce, huh? Well, we're going to
The
do it.
ocean awaits.
Okay, we're going to loot the carcass. Have to defeat a foe in battle. Decisive victory. Okay, this is one that we will fight, obviously. They have pretty good ranks on the on their units there. But so do we. They do have superior range, I believe, with those two units right there, however. In fact, I'm sure of it. But other than those two units, they don't have a range advantage, and we can live with two of the units having that range advantage. So what we want to do is we want to get you guys actually in the front,
Black-hearted Lord.
and maybe you actually even further in the front. Let's get all yeah, no, never mind, it's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead. He's on foot. Start the battle, move forward just a little bit, and then we're going to move everybody forward here. I don't think there's any real reason to walk. This shouldn't be that challenging of a battle. I do want to, however, get you guys
Villainous.
on top of the hill where you're shooting down. And if they keep coming here, which I'm kind of hoping they do, I want you guys on 3. Gonna do a locked control group. I'm gonna get you all charging forward.
Dark elves.
You guys are just about in position here. You should be able to start shredding them. Let's move forward just a tiny little bit more. And you on him.
Lord.
Okay, you guys should be shredding now. Commence shredding now. Let's go ahead and get these things going on them. Oh, dagnabbit, I didn't wait for this to go off. Okay, let's get you guys making sure we take them out. and them.
Suffering for all.
Okay, we are taking a little bit of damage here. A little bit more than I would have wanted to. Let's get you guys firing at him now.
We are ready.
You guys firing, continue firing at him, at them. You stay on them, okay. Probably all of you guys at this point should be in guard mode.
Without
They should
question.
be crumbling right there, I would think. Yes, they are, okay. You need to move forward some. You're not getting, unfortunately, a chance to shoot. Okay. We got them crumbling over there. Let's go ahead and do this. And this. And this. And I have to think that should just about do it. You guys can turn around and start shooting over here now.
Battle ready.
You guys keep shooting at
No
him.
survivors.
And then you guys shooting at him now as well. Pretty straightforward battle. Let's go ahead and pull you back a little bit. Let the shooters shoot. Oh, there we go. Okay. Other than this one unit, not really too much in the way of casualties, and it's good to now know that you cannot reinforce by on the ocean when you do one of these random sea battle encounters. Okay, much needed slaves and much needed money for sure. We got enough money to cover our losses for one turn, plus a little bitty bit extra. And I think we'll go ahead and take the extra slaves here.
Bind them.
Okay. And we got an extra 8,000 out of that, which is excellent. We definitely needed that money. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you...
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Dreadlord of
Let's
the
get
Druid.
you into
Dry land.
there.
Malevolent Lord.
What
You
now? The ocean
come
awaits.
over here. You are replenishing at least. I could even conceivably start... I think I want to leave it at 19, though, because I want to get a...
Malevolent Lord.
Can't do it right now, but I'd like to get a Reaper Bolt Thrower into the Black Ark fleet. Okay, so but you've got a little bit more room. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's do 1, 2. No. That gives you 9 and 9. That works for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall situation here. What can you do? Assault units fit for 59%, 58%, 59%. And it's not super expensive. It's not prohibitively expensive. What about over here? 29%. Yeah, we're not going to do that. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll hit this one right here. We can afford 392. Failure, okay. Well, it happens. After the good luck that I had in the Scarstick campaign, I'm not going to complain too much about the failure here. Okay, you're getting your replenishment. The other two armies here, unfortunately, are not, and they're actually suffering attrition. But there's really nothing I can do about that right now. Now you're looking much better. Karan Kar over there is looking fine. 5 more turns, I'll be able to level that one up, and we could actually conceivably afford it. And then you right here, I think I do want to do that. And I don't want to do this.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Do I want to do this? Wow, that's awfully expensive. I think, let's take a look at him overall. We could easily blow through all of our money if I just keep willy-nilly upgrading everything. However, there are things I would like to do. But I just can't afford it right now. He doesn't have a Reaper Bolt Thrower either, and I certainly don't want to... I don't want to get rid of any of those units. They're too high tier. Alright, well, at the very least, we know we can defend ourselves right now. We're in good shape as far as that's concerned. I'm not going to worry anymore about the Wreathed in Mist here because I've learned that it's really much less convenient to try to do the lightning strikes in the water. So let's focus on Line Breaker. This will give melee attack and defense ultimately for our Black Orc Corsair units. Okay, that's good. That suits me fine. Okay. Now, up here to you. You are the last remaining army that I can do something with, and... I think I need to give you... keep going up this line towards Colossal Strike. That's fine. Okay. You are loyalty 9. You guys are loyalty 6 and 10 and 9. And now our Black Arcs, we don't have to worry about loyalty. Oh, nope. I had another whole army here that I have to figure out what to do with. Okay. You're loyalty 6.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
I'm tempted to replace her with Malekith because then I can feel comfortable. Arwenil, she is a dark Supreme Sorceress. I could replace her with Malekith. Her loyalty is high enough that I could bring her back in without fear.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond. Black Arts.
And I think we do definitely want to get Malekith back into the action here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. Replace Lord. Do I want to recruit a whole new army with Malekith? I really can't afford it. I really can't afford it. Okay, it's going to have to be like this then. Malekith, level 17. There you go.
I am the Witch King.
And now, what could we do with you? They are not close enough to attack us with both armies. I could get you to here, and I could get you
All-powerful sorceress.
up close enough that they could reinforce one another. And hopefully also be close enough to...
Be ready.
I am the Witch King.
Feel my power.
close enough
Sorceress of the
to
Dark Convent.
attack him if he stays there. And I don't think he will.
I shall enjoy this.
Okay. So let's get you to here.
Carnage awaits.
Arganeth, boy, do you owe me one. You really, really do.
Snow red.
Okay.
Dark power.
So we got 20 and 20. I don't know if the units are assigned between these two armies exactly the way that I'd want them to. I'll worry about that after the next battle. You're good, you're good. You're good. You guys are not great, but you're where I intended you to be. You're just going to need to keep replenishing. Slaver's Point is upgrading its garrison. And at this point, the replenishing is going swimmingly, sort of. I don't think we're going to want to do although control might be a good idea. Now, let's think about this for a minute. So, right here, we don't desperately need the control. Right here, we don't desperately need control. Right here, we don't... Okay, never mind. Our control is actually... It's doing much better right now. Would we want to do this? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. They're not going to be able to take this from us. And ultimately, we do want that. Ooh, and we're only one turn away from the towers of the Blackguard. Okay. I don't think I need this anymore, so I'm going to switch it back to... What? Recruit rank? No, I can't really afford to keep recruiting right now. Rush construction slave... Not really necessary. I guess I'll do income from all buildings because I really don't see this as being vitally important. We're not doing any ambushing up here anymore, and these guys, I would say it's extremely unlikely that any of these enemies are going to come up this way for us to ambush. So yeah, let's switch it back to income from all buildings. And then we do still have some slaves here. So I don't really need, public order-wise, I don't really need to do this sacrifice to authority here. I don't really need it for the lords either. I never know what that... It says have a chance. I don't know what that chance is. This doesn't feel like a great use for 800 slaves. So I'm not going to do that, but what I'll do is I'll go back to... the diktats here, and we can always use more money. Oh, you're doing the you're already doing the public order diktat, and then you. Okay. All right, our slaves are not spectacular, but we're doing okay right now. And then building upgrades. I think I already looked through everything. Research. Harpies, low priority. Exploit feuds might be a little bit better. Broken by the lash, Bolt cartridges, not... it's useful, but we don't have that many Reaper Bolt throwers right now. Hit and run for Shades, Dark Riders, and Doomfire. Okay, no. Yeah, most of this stuff are all helping out units that we don't really have very many of. We need Broken by the Lash for that. I think I'll actually go ahead and do the Exploit Feuds. Okay. Let's check out our missions here. So we've got Supreme Spell Shield. I'll worry about that later. Raid Black Creek Spire. Melee Cavalry. Not a priority for me right now. Destroyer, Live Deliciously, and Circlet of Iron. So I got 3 different quest battles that I still have to do. But we just haven't had the luxury of an army good enough to do that at a time when we could afford to waste Malekith for a turn. Okay, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. We're at 8. Not bad. What's Sigvald at? Sigvald's at 4. It's unfortunate. He is definitely our strongest enemy right now. The others, we've got the upper hand on all of them. Okay. World Walkers, you guys are not strong enough for us to be too concerned about.
So?
Nope, not... you know, I could... What would they do now? If they made peace with us... They'd go after our allies, so we're not going to do that. Besides, we need to win a battle against them. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, we got the Godslayer, who unfortunately is doing better than Malice. We've got Avalorn slowly working their way up towards us. Time to start paying attention to them now. And Lithanar, what is he doing? I hope he decides to attack again. That would suit me fine. I think we can take him. Alright, are you actually gonna... No, I thought for a second you were gonna launch an attack, and obviously that would have been stupid. Crone Hellebrand, what are you doing? You're just sitting inside that city. Are you gonna come out of it? Oh boy, oh boy. This is very tricky. Nope, she stayed in the settlement well away from the front lines with her best army and her legendary lord. It's pretty typical. Okay, so Malice... Why did I just see Prince Sigvald move during Malice's turn? That was weird. Oh, did he retreat? Maybe? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Ooh, that's huge. That's huge. Solostra took Blacklight Tower. Okay. Yeah, well, at least that's good news right there. Okay, here's Sigvald. What's he gonna do? He's going to come towards us, or, well, sorta. He attacked in one. Okay, that's interesting. Still, they look like they're close enough that we could get a battle with them if we wanted to. It's a question of how strong their armies are over there. They did a block army, so that's bad. Yeah, it's just amazing how much more intelligent Sigvald has been than any of our allies. The way that he's moving his armies around collaboratively, making sure that they, you know, they're working together, is just something that our allies never do. It reminds me, for those of you who are watching, I better pay attention to this. Yeah, that army is pretty weak. I'm not too worried about it. Unfortunately, it's invisible to me. Reminds me a little bit of the Astragoth campaign when Grimgor was our enemy, and he just moved his armies together the whole way up through our territory, never giving us a good chance to attack his armies one at a time. Every once in a while the AI behaves really intelligently, and then they become our allies and they go functionally brain dead. Okay, here we go. Rogue Army, what are you going to do? You're getting... You're in ambush stance. That's not what we want. That's not at all. Oh, we pulled you back out of ambush stance, so there. Take that. Ally mobilizes against settlement, whatever, okay. Ambusher discovered, yeah, only because they came out of hidden encampment stance. Alright, and then that's good. And yes, we've discovered both of those, so that is good as well. And it makes sense because we have a hero right there. Okay, and we recruited our Black Ark Corsairs. We did unfortunately suffer the attrition, but it's okay. I didn't see exactly where he's at. The Army of Torox, I think he's over here somewhere. So as long as we stick close to the coastline here, we should be okay. So if we move you to here, actually if we moved you straight at them, again, it does look like these guys would come out and help. Not sure why you're in Dread Expansion. I guess because you were recruiting, that's why, okay. And then you...
Slaughter awaits.
Alright, so we're looking at not a great army right there.
I'll ignore that.
Not a great army right there. They do have the mortars and the trebuchets, and the same things here. So we do have to pay attention to those. They got a little bit of cavalry. But overall, this looks like an opportunity to wipe them all out.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
Okay, you...
The portents are good.
If we moved you to here,
Success awaits.
and then we attack with you,
Dreadlord of Nagara.
is this everybody against everybody? I think so. They'll probably retreat again, but if they don't, we will fight it. I don't think there's any levels that I need to apply.
Death.
Or magic items or anything first. Okay, they did retreat. We have not been ambushed by anyone, so that's good. You can now move a little bit closer here. Actually, you might not even need to.
Tyrant
You
of
don't even
Nagara.
need to. Okay. Alright, this will be interesting. This is a massive, massive battle.
Annihilate them.
Okay, never mind. It's a somewhat less than massive retreat. What about you? Can I reach you? Yes, I can reach you. But you're no longer getting reinforced where I expected.
What do you seek?
Come on, game. Don't do this to me.
What?
Spin the camera around a little bit here.
The world.
Okay, you. If I were to attack,
Lord of the Black Court.
you would be reinforced by that army and that army,
Not
but
like
not
me.
this one.
No!
Cruel and deadly.
Can I win
Black-hearted
19
dreadful.
plus 20 is 39
Not
against
likely.
all of that?
I
Yes, yes,
refuse.
I can.
Druki Sorceress.
That's a fight that I will that I would welcome. So let's go ahead and get you. This is the end of your movement.
Seeking entertainment.
Carnage calls.
And he's retreating as well. We're not going to be able to get any fights at all. You cannot reach.
I
You
admire your
are out of movement.
darkness.
You are
Dark
likewise out of movement. I can't put them in march stance because I can't get them far enough away.
Spellcaster.
So I'm just going to have to live with the attrition here.
Behold,
Okay.
true
I don't
power.
love living with the attrition, that is for sure.
Supreme
And then you
Sorceress of Grond. True power unleashed.
you can get over here as well. I can move you, and now, if you got ambushed, okay, so that's the problem. I can't risk moving them down there because they could get ambushed by the army, by the army of Turox, and I don't have any good way. I don't have any stances to prevent them from being ambushed. Okay, that's a
Supreme
problem.
Sorceress of Grond.
But it's okay. I can live with it.
Tyrant.
We're just going to have to accept
Vicious dreadlord.
a battle of
Mother
our
of the Dark
damaged
Convent.
39 units here
Well,
against
I'll ignore that. By Sigma, no!
all of that, unless I wanted to accept peace. Now, if I did want to accept peace, that changes things. Maybe they would go bother somebody else. That's kind of tempting right now because I don't love the idea of our 39 damaged units
Absolutely
having
not.
to fight
I will not obey. I'll ignore that. No!
slightly less than
I
60
By Sigma, no!
of theirs. Plus, I've got an army of Turox floating around that I have to worry about as well.
Tyrant
Having
of
said that, I
Nagel.
really like fighting battles. Our units, when fully healthy, are better than their units,
I will not
and we've
obey.
got better characters here.
All powerful.
Level 16, level 20. This would have been Malekith's army right here, obviously. Okay. I'm going to come back to it. Maybe we'll make peace. Maybe not. Now, we need to see what happens up here. These guys are close enough to reinforce one another. How strong are they? He's been damaged a little bit by having taken this settlement.
You are a degenerate.
That army is relatively strong.
You have no power over
This army
me.
is okay. What if they do have some good units here?
You will be sacrificed to murder.
Malekith. I could do a non-control large army. First of all, let me make sure I can indeed reach to attack. I can reach to attack. Yes, I can. Okay.
A chill wind.
Malekith against him.
Was a mistake.
I think we can win that battle.
Maggot.
I think we can win this. All right. This is the campaign where I've overestimated my troops plenty of times before, so who knows. But let's go ahead and try this.
Setting forth.
Moving you forward. You're at 20. You are at 20 as well. Now, even more important to make sure, okay, we don't have any skill ups, or you've got all your stuff there. All right. Here we go. I would not be surprised if it tells me this is like a
What is your dark purpose?
close defeat or something like that, or a valiant defeat. Is there any value in doing this? No. No, that's not going to help us at all. All right, let's go ahead and do this. This could be anywhere from them retreating all the way through us suffering a defeat. I have no real good idea of what is going to happen here.
No mercy.
They are retreating, okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, and unfortunately that is far enough away now that I can't.
Cruelty knows no limits.
And they're replenishing.
You down.
I don't need to do... I could raid. I could even ambush. What's my ambush chance? Not very good. If I did raiding,
Marauding.
yeah, not great. 38 slaves and 0 money because Spite Reach is pretty awful. So we're not going to do that. We're going to
My
go back
powers
to
are
normal
yours.
stance.
Lord of Nagaroth.
He can't get another army up against us, but I don't love the fact that he's going to get reinforcements, replenishment. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but
Maggot.
I would have preferred that he not have replenishment. However, we're going to continue to try to push him back. I'm going to back you up just a tiny little bit because there will be a garrison, and I don't trust how quickly the AI garrisons recover. So I'm going to back you up a tiny little bit. I don't know if that's enough or not. I'm going to back you up just a tiny little bit more. Okay? And then you
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
can move to here.
Traveling.
And we shall see what they decide to do here. At least we know that these two armies, and that our two armies here are a match for their two armies there. If they do fall back, then we could always sack or even capture Spike Peak.
I'll drain the pus from you.
But this is where I have drawn the line in the sand and said Sigvald shall not continue past this point. You shall not pass. Okay. Meanwhile, we have the Chill Road here, which is not going to be at all useful for where we're at right now, but it's fine. Okay. All right. And you are doing ambush success chance here. I think maybe it's time to change this for you as well. If we're not doing ambushing, is there any chance that we'll fall back and do ambushing? Yeah, I think there is a chance of it, but is it more important that we do income from all buildings? I think it is, because our money situation is so absolutely dire. Okay. Now, I also have you two. You could stand to be replenishing a little bit, but we can replenish even out here in the water. Now that we know that Blacklight Tower, that army of Elithanar over here, okay, this is good. This is actually good. Haggrafe, that garrison, I believe, could single-handedly hold out against all of those armies of those guys. So I think it's safe for us to pull our Black Arcs out and start moving them up this way, and maybe even be able to apply some pressure to Sigvald via the water. So, I can't afford to do any upgrading some Dread expansion, so that means I can go ahead and do full speed.
Double time.
I know it might seem a little silly that we're abandoning a walled city while there are four enemy armies right outside, but I almost would welcome them attacking Haggrave.
Murderous.
In fact, I would. I don't even want to say almost. I would welcome them attacking Haggrave. That's a battle that we could win. It would get rid of their armies. I don't understand why this never lets me quite draw it where I want to. And I would rather them attack Haggrave than our armies right there that are suffering the attrition. Okay. So you guys are good. Now you...
Shattered realm.
You're not all that strong, but you've been known to make a stupid attack here in the past. I wonder if you would do so again. It's 4 more turns for that garrison building to be upgraded, but the garrison that they do have is fully replenished now. Pretty strong. There's no way they're dumb enough to make this attack. I just don't see it happening.
By all.
But we're going to stay there because I don't want them to attack
Loix Fury.
with a Lithanar against that garrison without these guys there to help. I wish I had a better use for these guys, but I currently don't. Well, I mean, I do. I could be moving them up here as well, but I think they're needed right here. Okay. Building upgrading. Yeah, not you. Why are you telling me? Don't call him a building. He's not a settlement. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. This. Okay. Let's think about this now. We cannot afford to start the recruitment yet, but it's nice to know that we have this option available to us now. It would be very nice if I could afford to start recruiting in some Blackguard and Magarond here. They are quite expensive, obviously. But we can recruit them at a pretty high rank. Unit rank 5. Now our money situation will not allow it. Will not allow it right now. Now, in fact, what we need to do is we need to do that, and we need to do Grand. We can do it here. Okay, we've got 2 turns. Yeah, roughly a little bit more than 2 turns at the current rate at which we're leaking money. Okay. Hero not moved. Yes, you. What do we want to do with you? What I'd really like to do is discover those Beastmen, but in the absence of that, we'll go ahead and try to... Wow, failure again. It's 2 failures in a row of a 58%. It's kind of typical. Okay. Glad to see that my slight run of good luck in the Skarsnik campaign has already worn out. I would feel too uncomfortable if I had good luck with heroes for any appreciable length of time. Okay, let's go ahead and do our diplomacy here. We're up to 7. And Sigvald is at 5. Okay. Nothing here is likely to have changed.
Who calls?
Do I want to do the peace treaty?
Deliver
thing
your
is, I'm
message and you
afraid-
get from my presence.
I'm afraid that they will raid. I shouldn't say keep raiding because they haven't been raiding, but I'm afraid that they will raid rather than move on to a different enemy. But this would free up our armies to be able to fight Torox. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and accept it because this is a chance to get rid of another enemy. And again, our problem in this campaign has been having to divide our armies between too many different enemies. So let's go ahead and accept it.
Empire's blessings, yes.
I would have loved another great big battle with a lot of money and a lot of slaves coming out of it, but it kind of feels like that's the thing to do right now. Avoiding getting these guys wrecked. Okay. Let's go ahead and end our turn now. We are at 10,000. Now do we want to reconsider this?
Enchantress. Dark sorceress.
This would increase our recruit rank by 1. I'm going to switch back to that. In fact, I love the... never really paid too much attention to this, but the income from post-battle loot is faction-wide. And we do fight lots of battles. That might make more sense, honestly, in the long term anyway. Meanwhile, you, 10,000 to do this, which would be really nice. And 10,000 to do this, which would be nice, but it's not that... Wrong one there, Michael. Wait a minute. Oh, no, they are both. Okay, this is hero capacity and +6 recruit rank for sorceresses. And so is... This is +4 recruit rank for sorceresses. Wow. That's a total of +10. Am I understanding that correctly? +10 recruit rank for sorceresses just from these 2 buildings. The problem is I can't afford them, but hopefully we'll be able to soon. Okay, I'm feeling okay right now with our money situation and our army situation. I don't desperately need to do more recruiting, and I obviously can't afford 10,000 to level up a building right now, considering we're losing 3,400 per turn. But what I could do is switch you back over to this income from post-battle loot and recruit rank. Does recruit rank does that include sorcery? Does that include hero recruitment? Let's find out. So right now, if we wanted to recruit, say, one of those fire, they're at 4. So everybody's at 4 right now. Hopefully I'll remember to check that out next turn and see if it goes up to 5 to test out this commandment. Okay, I think then we are ready to do another in-turn here. Okay, hopefully Godslayer stops beating up poor Malice. Okay, he's... Oh, He didn't attack, he just laid siege. But we'll just turn around and attack him then. Kind of seems pointless. Although it is slowing down our upgrading of the garrison building, unfortunately. Okay, so that's good. She did do a little bit of a a hero action that has a tiny little bit of value to it. And the crone, can you actually do something productive? Well, you look like you are thinking about it. Okay, and here's Malice. He's still got some power in his armies, although Malice's army itself is really weak. And he's not doing anything to make it stronger. He's just raiding in enemy territory. That's not going to make that army any stronger. And then here's Solastra, who may make a move on Elithanar's last settlement, although it looks like she's going in the opposite direction. It's weird. Okay, here we go. What is he gonna do? Okay, still not the two armies that we're most concerned with right now. Okay, he is gonna destroy one of, is this Malice's army? Oh, maybe he couldn't reach. Okay, he's taking his sweet time getting to the armies that we care about. There we go. Now he just destroyed Malice. See, again, very effective maneuvering of his armies right there. So much more intelligent than any of our allies have been in any of our campaigns. And then you are going to attack us, it looks like. We're not. I thought he got one army in position to attack us, and then the other army just stayed in the settlement. Okay, well that was dumb. Because we'll lay siege to that, or we'll encircle that okay, here we go. Alright, that's interesting. Yeah, so we'll just encircle that settlement, and then we'll attack his other army. And we'll fight his two armies separately. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, Varg, and the big question now is this rogue army. Is this rogue army going to stay in our territory, or are they going to go somewhere else? March stance, I approve of that. That means he's not raiding. He's getting in the water. That suits me fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go away. Go bother someone else. And while you're at it, make peace with my allies and go bother my enemies. Okay, they're all in the water now. Settlement besieged. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Sword of Cain claimed by the Lizard Men. Okay. That was Mazdamundi. Okay, then we've got Ambusher discovered. Yes, we watched them move. Pure Devotion. Okay, sure. Your heroes spend every spare moment they have honing their skills, and it shows. Character now has increased their experience. 1,000 for Hagreen here. Hagreen, who is right here. She's already level 20, so that 1,000 was barely even noticeable. Okay. So you're fine. What I really need to do now is get you guys replenishing, which basically means you have to move into
the garrison
settlement.
Is mine. Black
and at least you're getting really good replenishment there. And then you...
What is your dark purpose?
Sorceress. For the moment, we'll pull you out.
By authority.
And we're going to move you over here for the replenishment.
Seeress.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now.
Only the weak fear the cold.
I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just be able to attack these individually. This really feels foolish by Sigvald, and it makes me suspect I'm miscalculating. I'm missing something here.
The Dark Convent.
Okay. Well, we're just going to encircle.
Cower before my might.
And then we're going to attack, and you're going to retreat. And then we're going to attack you again.
Significant fool.
Yeah, I can reach.
We have lives to
Oh, it's a little hard. No, yeah, my other army here is spelled, but she can reach as well. So we are going to fight this 2 against 1. This would be a good win. I'd better not screw this up. Okay, we do have a banner here. Speed, charge bonus. I think we'll put this on Malekith himself, or maybe on our master. Let's put it on our master. Let's take a look here at the layout. Okay. Nothing special. He's got no artillery. He's got very limited missile. We do have an artillery advantage. Okay, let's go ahead and fight it. Yeah, this is just what we needed. I see no reason not to I don't like getting overconfident and counting my chickens before they hatch, getting cavalier about things, but I feel like we're going to wipe out 2 of Sigvald's 10 armies here in this turn. With, frankly, we shouldn't even suffer too badly ourselves. Unless I totally screw this up, which is extremely possible. Okay, let's go ahead and get over here to where our reinforcements are going to be coming in almost 3 minutes in. Maybe we set up back here? Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we could set up back here, and by the time they get to us, if they even come towards us, then we'll be able to come in with these guys and hit their right flank. So, you guys, like this, like this, like this, you here. And we'll back you guys up a little bit more once the battle begins. And then 3 of you, you guys in the middle. And we want you to be a nice wide line like that. And then we're going to take you 2 and move you like this. We're going to take you and move you like this. You 2. You get to be a little bit deeper. And then we're going to put Malekith and you on. You guys are on 1. And Furion, you can stand right here, and let's start the battle and see if they come towards us. And if they start coming, which they are, okay, we're going to back up a little bit here for maximum amount of time to allow our reinforcements to come in. Did they stop? Okay, they did stop. All right. Well, in that case, never mind then. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's start moving back forward like this. Yeah, go ahead and move like that. You can walk and let's speed up. No hurry. If they're going to allow us to take our time, then we will take our time. You guys are 43 seconds away. Okay, here they come. All right, let's go ahead and slow it back down again. And what we want to do, I'll get you guys. All of you are in this formation. And then I'm going to do a separate formation over here for you all. Looks like they're actually coming possibly this way now, so we need to be careful about that. So we want you guys, and then all of you, and then you. You are my main line here. My main wide line like this. With you guys behind. Like that. And you here. No, never mind, you here. And you are both sorceresses. Okay, so you two are on 2. And all of you all then are going to be on 3 in a locked control group. I will move you in formation once you are all in position. Now, I could pull them towards us at this point, I think. Speed 97, yeah, let's do this. Let's get you going forward here. Everybody's set over here, including our Reaper bolt throwers. I'm going to put you guys in multi-shot round because you're probably going to be shooting at infantry. You as well. If they're going to let me do this, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you a little bit more like this.
For the king.
Yeah, go ahead and get in multi-shot round. Okay, now you.
Sorceress of Grond.
You're on a horse. What are you? You're on a horse as well. Okay. Alright, so I can launch. You know what? You. Change my mind. You get forward. I can launch fireballs at the enemy lord. The range of our Reaper bolt throwers, by the way, is... yeah, we'd have to move a little bit closer. Which we could do. Okay, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, let's go ahead and get a fireball launched. Gonna have to move all the way to there, huh? You move forward. The rest of our 3s here. Let's go ahead and get you guys... let's get you guys moving forward. And our 1s, you guys all start moving forward as well. Okay, is that fireball going to hit? Of course, he's got a barrier.
Foul sorceries.
Did pretty decent damage to the barrier, but the barrier is going to start to recover here, unfortunately. Let's just see if we can hit again before the barrier recovers. That would be good.
Supreme
yep, looks like we can. Okay, barrier's not completely depleted just yet, but we'll just keep doing this until they decide to change how they are going to handle this. Let's go ahead and get you guys a little bit more like that. Get you back to this. How are we doing over here? We're almost in position over there. I can't believe they're just staying there letting us do this to them. I would have thought that by now they would have started coming towards us here. Oh, I think he's regenerating. That's alright. It's fine. The main purpose of even doing this is to draw them towards us, not to kill him with just fireballs. So if I look at him, 7268. Yep, now they're coming. Okay. 7268. Well, he's not healing. One more time. And now you guys can probably both back up. Where do you... oh, I need you here. Okay, you guys... Yep, they're splitting up. That's what we want. We want you guys shooting... I'm going to switch you back to that. Okay, most of them are coming over here. So what that means is we now need... We need our 3s.
Cold-blooded killers. Merciless warriors.
The melee units now to all get forward.
On to slaughter.
You guys, I'm switching you over to 7.
We are ready. Dark shards.
You guys all get over like this.
Advancing.
And then you can come around like this. Meanwhile, they're getting around our flanks over here. You guys are going to need to spread out. And Malekith, you guys better get forward here. You guys get in on them. You need to come around like this. Okay. You guys definitely now need to get on him. Go ahead and use your abilities.
Cruelty.
Behold true power! Hecate honors us!
Glorious dark magic. Our sorceresses are at work.
Our sorcery is majestic.
Behold, true power!
Glorious dark magic! Our sorceresses are at work!
Our sorcery is majestic.
Behold true power! Hecate honors us!
Glorious dark magic! Our sorceresses are at work.
as well. Okay, over here, how we doing? Let's go ahead and do this. We, where did we? Took a little damage over here. Okay, you guys get forward. My 3s. Everybody find an enemy to attack, please. Okay, over here on this flank, we're doing fine. Let's go ahead and try to get you guys over there. Now let's get you spinning around over here. This is really... Actually, we're doing okay. We're doing fine. You guys are shooting them. That's okay. That works for me. You guys right here, you need to do this for yourself. How are we doing against the enemy lord? Not super. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, it's fine. It's all good.
The merciless host.
Yep, you guys hit them from behind. Okay, let's get you guys now shooting into them. You need to take them out. You guys help out. You guys as well. Actually, one of you stay on them. Okay, you guys right here now can get over here like this. I think, yeah. We took a little bit of damage here. But we were never not going to take any damage at all. And did we kill the enemy lord? I don't see him, so he was a demon prince. I guess he disintegrated. And the whole army did retreat once already, so that means they will be completely wiped out. So I think let's go ahead and end this. All right, so we did indeed destroy or kill, or whatever the proper word is, the demon prince enemy lord. So we should get maximum loot out of this. We took a little bit too much damage to one unit. I can live with that. Everybody else is coming out of this in pretty good shape. And we do have now another battle to do. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I called it in time. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that second battle. Well, let's go ahead and get our loot taken care of here. Yeah, again, I think I'll take the replenishment and the slaves. Look at that, almost 10,000. That's beautiful. Okay. And we got a level out of it, so that's good. Okay. So we've got this battle right here, still to fight. Trickster's Shard. I might very well see if we can fuse that with something else. Okay, so this battle right here against that army, again, we should be able to win that. This is a little bit tougher. They've got these aspiring champions, then they do have units with barrier. They've got a little bit more firepower in that army, but not so much that I'm particularly worried about it. I just need to be careful with some of our units here that did take some damage. So you, Malekith. I've got everything that I need up here with you, although might be kind of... I would love to get all of these as well. I just can't justify it right now with so many other things that we need to do. I think we'll take absolute power. Yeah, I got a Tyrant. We need to take Tyrant. That income from all buildings plus 5% faction-wide. That's too good to not take.
Them first.
Okay, you, Sorceress. Let's give you Alchemist Mind Razor. And Furion, you get... Looks like I am definitely using you in battle. Your leadership is okay. It's not so low that I desperately feel I need to take this bound by contract. That could be useful, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I think what I'm going to do... You are really strong in melee, so I don't really think I need to do this with you. I just need to try to remember to use you in melee more. Speaking of which, this would be perfect for you. Armor piercing. Yeah, okay. For when I don't use you in melee. That'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead and give you then... I'll give this to you anyway. You can be good in either melee or ranged. Okay. Alright, so...
The Witch King is victorious.
Enables replenishment in foreign territory. I'm assuming I knew that already, honestly. It doesn't prevent attrition. So that's the thing. I don't think it does. It doesn't say that it does.
So
okay.
thrilling.
All right, so yeah, this right here, we're gonna start out the next episode then fighting this battle. Decisive victory. Obviously, we're not going to auto-resolve it, so we will fight it and try to make sure that we protect our most badly wounded troops. It's going to be a little bit of a trickier fight, but it should just... Yeah, it's another field battle because their settlement here is basically nothing but a husk of some ruined buildings. Okay. I think then... Let me just see if there's anything that I really want to do before the end of this episode. We still have you guys that can move... I think I'm going to keep moving you out this way. This is neutral. You're not going to get replenishment out there, but it's okay. You've only got a single unit that needs replenishing. Okay. And you are getting replenished. You are getting replenished. There's rebels happening over here. That's not our concern, at least not yet. Ah, yes, this right here. I wanted to find out whether or not he's going to fight. Okay, he's not going to fight. He's going to fall back. And if we chased him, this garrison would come out and help.
Lord of the Druki.
Now, how do we feel about that? I think we can win that battle. This army plus this garrison. Oh, yeah, we could easily win that battle. We don't need it to be a minor settlement battle. We could win this as a field battle, for sure. So that's what we're going to do. We got two big battles at the beginning of the next episode. I'm really glad now that I didn't worry too much about making peace with these guys. I was worried I was going to go too long without another major battle, but as we can see right now, we've got battles galore. We're going to fight a battle right here, and we're going to fight another battle up here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and level up this building right here, and when we fight these other two battles, maybe I will be able to level up this one then as well. Okay, so one of these two will be first. We'll probably do this one first. I don't know. We'll see which one I feel like fighting. I guess at the beginning of the next episode. But this is looking pretty good. I think we have safely stabilized things. We've moved past the really bad bug that crept into the game up here where we could not move Malekith. That's now, you know, we've survived it. It was not ideal, but we did okay with it anyway. And yeah, we still have a little bit of concern down here with Torox, but we are going to we'll get to him in short order. All right. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.